Today I'm here at Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen, a park I've wanted to visit for absolutely ages. Now, this park might not have the biggest or the best roller coasters in Europe, but what it does have is a hell of a lot of history. Yeah, this park is, I think, one of the world's oldest amusement parks. Not only that, Walt Disney even got inspired by this place when building Disneyland. So I'm really excited to get in here today and check Tivoli Gardens out for the first ever time. I'm going to be starting down here at the main entrance to Tivoli. It opens in about 40 minutes. Park opening hours today are from 11 until 11, so a good 12-hour day here at this city centre amusement park. They've also got a Lego store at the entrance, which I've just been in. Is absolutely lovely. It's got 2 floors. Got loads of like Lego models in it, really nice. And welcome into Tivoli. It took a little minute to get my wristband, but I'm in. It's 11 o'clock and apparently it's going to be pretty busy today. My plan is though to start on Rutschebanen, the really old wooden roller coaster, because the biggest roller coaster with loops and stuff doesn't open until 4 o'clock, as they said. That's called Amusement, and it's a B&M flawless coaster. But yeah, first impressions, very nicely presented. As I expected it would be, lots of trees. Lovely. Right, entrance cost quickly, so you know how much it costs here at Tivoli. It is not cheap. Entrance on its own costs about £24 with no rides. And yeah, the band I've got, which lets me on most of the rides, there's only like 2 things it doesn't include, was nearly £60. That's converted from krona. I think it's 500 krona for this band that I've got. So yeah, it's quite expensive, but yeah, I wanted to come and do it. Right, I'm going over to the wooden roller coaster. This is Tic Tac. It's a Huss shake, I think. I've done one of these before at a travelling fun fair, but this one, oh my god, it looks amazing. Like, the theming on it for a flat ride is incredible, so we'll ride that later. It's got a really classic feel. It almost reminds me a bit of Joyland at Great Yarmouth, how packed in everything is, but there's all like shops and stands on the side of the pathways under the roller coaster. Here is Rutschebanen, the wooden roller coaster. Look at the length of the queue for it, oh my. This is going to take a little while, I think, but let's go and do it. Oh well, it was great fun to do Rutschebanen there. I did it on the front row. My first time doing like another scenic railway outside the UK. Really enjoyed it. Some great airtime, and I really want to try that at the back later. But yeah, even at the front row, just the views. A lot of it was dark inside, which was quite interesting. But it just smelt like an old amusement ride, and I really liked it. It felt really classic. It's been here a really long time, and it's a great ride. It's got an onboard brakeman on there as well. All themed up around the mountain, loads to look at. Yeah, Rutschebanen is a great ride, and the queue moved really quickly. Now I'm going to do Tic Tac, which is this amazing themed flat ride. It goes upside down and everything. Well, I've just ridden Tic Tac, a really intense ride. I must have span upside down about 6 times at one point, back to back. But yeah, really enjoyed that, really intense Huss shake. Unfortunately, the restraints were very uncomfortable, but other than that, it's a great ride. The theming's amazing. I do think more parks should get one of those. It's very similar to a breakdance ride, like a Huss breakdance, but yeah, obviously with the upside down element. So yeah, I'd like to see more parks, maybe get a more modernised version of Tic Tac. With some slightly more comfortable restraints. But yeah, it's very busy here at Tivoli, so at points, if I don't talk to the camera all the time, it's because, yeah, it's just really busy. Well, I've stumbled upon this. I don't really know too much about what's here other than like the coasters and a couple of the flat rides. I didn't know there was a little log flume with interactive elements. Okay. That's pretty interesting. That is a Starflyer that's over 200 feet tall, and you'll get views all over Copenhagen, I imagine, because you can see this from all over Copenhagen, but I will head on there later. As you can imagine, it's one of the busiest rides in the park, I'd say, at the minute, and it hasn't got a great throughput. There's a massive queue for it over there, but we will come back, hopefully, and ride this. Now let's go and check out like the iconic view of Tivoli with the Demon or Damonen. Now the roller coaster is not going to open until 4 o'clock, so I can't ride it just yet, but we can go and have a look at it and that area of Tivoli, so that's where I'm going now. Here is Damonen, which is a B&M floorless roller coaster. It's the biggest roller coaster here at Tivoli by a long way. Arguably the most iconic as well, featuring 4 or 5 inversions. Alright, let's give this, well, very tall drop tower a go now. I think it's an S&S one. How do we get in? Somewhere over here. Well, that was the Golden Tower all done. It's an S&S drop tower. I don't know if it used to be a shot tower, but yeah, it's just running sort of, takes you up to the top and then drops you down really quick. It wasn't the most forceful, but the view, wow, it was one of the best views I've ever had from a drop tower all over the city of Copenhagen. Unfortunately, those ones never spin round because they're like fixed to a square tower, but I guess it's re-rideable because you can sit on different sides, although you can't always pick what side you sit on. Right, let's go and have a look at the iconic view of the Demon. Now, you might not understand what I mean when I say the iconic view, but you probably might now. If you've seen a picture of Tivoli Gardens or anything, it's always this one, normally at night, so we'll get to see that later. Yeah, the Demon and that building right there. Wow, what a view. It is very pretty around here. Everything is kept perfectly, I will say that. There's so much like greenery. Everything's kept looking really fresh, so that's good to see. And yeah, there's just some really nice things to look at around. Oh, what's this guy doing? Just wandering about. Nice little peacock. Yeah, it's about more than the rides here at Tivoli. You can tell quite a lot. It's just a nice place to walk around. Plenty of places to sit down, have some food, and just take in the atmosphere. It is a lovely park in that sense. Like I was saying, the rides here, there isn't anything spectacular. There's not even loads of them. But yeah, there's so much to look at. Like, I've just stumbled across a huge pirate ship. The other thing that it's really good at is you don't necessarily feel like you're in a city centre straight away. Of course, you go on the rides and you see it, and you do hear things like the odd sirens from ambulances and things. But other than that, it's really like it feels you're in the middle of nowhere. You've got all this lovely greenery. It doesn't feel like you're in a city at all. Fantastic little Zero Tivoli, I think that was. It reminds me a lot of Chase's Mountain Mission at Chessington, but it's even smaller. I sat on the back and the airtime on that hill was brilliant. I did have to queue a few minutes. It broke down. I probably ended up queuing like 40 minutes for that in the end. I'll have a look in a minute, but yeah, that's another coaster credit all ticked off. Yeah, in total it took me half an hour to get on this little coaster credit, so yeah, it's longer than I'd like to normally wait for something like this, but honestly, I really enjoyed it. It's a good little coaster, and it's all in like the trees. I think it's fairly new. Yeah, the queue for the Golden Tower now is absolutely massive, and I like the fact that they've got a little tower as well, so the kids can go on that one, while the bigger kids get to go on this huge thing. And welcome back to Efteling, and we have Fata Morgana over here. Now, unfortunately, this Fata Morgana, which is a flat ride, I say flat ride, it goes all up there, is closed. But yeah, it's weird. Another ride, the same name as the dark ride at Efteling. Yeah, closed, actually, is the English one. Due to technical reasons, Fata Morgana is closed and extra capacity has been added to other rides. I mean, not really, but anyway. Let's go over to this funny looking flat ride. Just had a ride on the Monsoon. It's a really weird flat ride. It's almost like Quantum at Thorpe Park, like a flying carpet. So you get that airtime, but it's got big bulky over the shoulder restraints and there's water fountains below you. I also did wait about 45 minutes for it. It did have a big queue, and yeah, half the seats were off, so it did take quite a while. But yeah, I've done it now. I'll probably, if I'd have known that's how long it was going to take, I probably wouldn't have waited for a flat ride. But I'm going to go over and do the second to last coaster I need to ride now. So that is over in this direction. So far today I have ridden 2 out of the 4 coasters, and I'm about to go and do this one. It's called the Milky Way. Here it is. It's called the Milky Way, is what it translates to. But it is closed, so yeah, let's not go and do that. A very nice looking air race up here, so I think I'll go and do that next. It's called Aquila. Aquila? Yeah, how long's the queue? It's not too bad. Yeah, that is a pretty well themed air race. My restraint got stuck when I was getting off though, so that wasn't great. But yeah, you got quite a lot of hang time on there. I'm just in front of the main stage now. You saw that I did Aquila, the little air race over there. I say little air race, it's just a normal air race. You've also got Tic Tac and the Starflyer, Rutschebanen, and they're sort of on this side of the park. And then, yeah, in this centre you've got this big building with all the Danish flags, and then there's a wave swinger, so I might go and do that because that looks pretty nice with all the fountains. And then yeah, like Damonen, the Golden Tower, that kiddie coaster, they're all on that side of the park. Yeah, this is a pretty short queue for considering how busy the park is. If you come into Tivoli Gardens, do be prepared to queue. The fun ride on the swing carousel. Good to do those. They're pretty standard rides, but nice views, and I love it when they're around fountains, and they're like the centrepiece of the park, which that very much is with the entrance street to Tivoli. Well, this definitely looks like one of those rides where you stick to the wall. You don't actually like stick to the wall, but it spins so fast, and gravity does its thing. So yeah, I'm not sure if it has been open and is now closed, or if it's not opened yet and they're building it, but yeah, it's one of those spinny, sticky wall things. I think, unless it's just a big light, we'll find out tonight, but yeah, I think it looks like one of those rides that they may be building, because all this wood looks quite new. It's time for me to talk about what I think of this park, because I've been around most of it now, and I can really sort of tell you my thoughts. Alright, yeah, there's a couple of rides that I'm yet to do, like Damonen, the other roller coaster, and the whatever it's called, the sky swing, chair swing, Starflyer, that's it, I finally remembered the name. Right, the things I like and dislike about this park. first, the park is beautiful everywhere. Everything's so well kept, clean. I've got no faults with that. However, it is let down with the atmosphere a little bit by the fact there's no audio anywhere, so it's just silent, which I'm personally not a fan of. I just think a little bit of audio, it doesn't have to be loud, it doesn't have to be anything too upbeat, but just something. Or, yeah, do you know what, even like pop music, I'd rather have that, because there is nothing anywhere. There was a tiny bit down by the entrance, but that's it. So you queue in for rides and there's just nothing, silent. So I'd like them to change that. I think some audio would improve it. It is very busy, but yeah, it's popular. That's maybe a good thing. I would like if they add other rides in the future, higher capacity attractions, because yeah, low capacity attractions do not do well with these crowds. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it so far. Lovely to walk around, but a bit of audio, and yeah, it is very busy. So if you don't like busy places, you're probably not going to get on with Tivoli very well. Don't get me wrong, like, you can get on rides in half an hour, but just walking around, this is a quiet part of the park, which is why I'm talking to you here. But yeah, some bits are just like bottlenecks and really busy. Right, I'll go and do this Star Flyer now. It's one of the main attractions in the park. Hopefully we'll get a decent view. Oh. Star Flyer, incredible. Second best ride I've done so far. My favourite was Rutschebanen. I'm now going to head out the park for a little bit. It's a long park day. I'm going to go get some food and stuff. Just take a little break because the park's still open for another 7 hours. So yeah, that's the plan. It's about 4 o'clock now, just gone 4 o'clock. So yeah, I'll be back into the park in a little bit to get on Amusement and a few other bits as well, and see the park at night. I'm really excited for that. And after about 2.5 hours, I'm going back into Tivoli. I just went, this is one of the main squares here in Copenhagen. This is how in the city centre it is. I went to Sunset Boulevard. It's a Danish fast food company. Very good. I'd 100% recommend it. It's all cooked fresh. It does sometimes take a while to come out, but I just went and sat there, had a cold drink for a bit. Such a long day here at Tivoli, and I've only got a couple more rides to do. So yeah, I did that. I've still got 4.5 hours left until the park closes, and yeah, it doesn't get dark until like nearly 11 o'clock here, so I want to see the park in the dark, so that's why I'm sort of taking it slow. I don't know if I get into the actual park here, but it does say Tivoli. There is a little gate, but I don't think I can get in, unfortunately. It's an exit. Right, we'll go down here and go to the main entrance where I started the day. Well, they fixed one of my issues I had with the park. They've got some like live music on, which I think is part of the idea of Tivoli, is lots of like little concerts, because they had a band on here just as I was leaving the park. I think it was earlier. Actually no, it was when I was on the Star Flyer I could see they had a band and I could hear it. So yeah, I think that's more of the idea, but I think when they've not got bands on and stuff, a little bit of music wouldn't hurt. But yeah, that creates a nice atmosphere. I'd like it if they did that more often. But yeah, right, in the park now, obviously Amusement opened at 4. I did leave the park and I didn't ride it, so I'm just going to go straight over to Amusement, have a ride on there. The B&M Flawless coaster, I think it's going to be a busy one, because yeah, it's like the main roller coaster. It wasn't open for most of the day. For their was a good roller coaster. It wasn't a spectacular roller coaster, it was a good roller coaster. It was a little bit shaky. When I say a little bit, it hurt my head a little bit, but I did do it on the back row. There's a loop, a couple of other inversions and some twists and turns. There's good views from it. It was cool to look at while I was in the queue, and I enjoyed it. I might try and get a front row on there later, but is it the sort of ride I'll keep re-riding? No, probably not. Is it the sort of ride to keep me coming back? It's not, but it does fit in the park, so yeah, it's pretty good. The operations on there though, the staff were really like friendly and stuff and happy, but they weren't They weren't in a rush, shall we put it that way? It's time to do a dark ride now. Den Flyvende Kruffert. Yeah, it's meant to be like an 8-minute long dark ride. I just had a quick look on, can't remember what I looked on. I think it was the Parks app. Yeah, let's go on. Yeah, this is one of those constantly moving dark rides.
Gossip, gossip. One loose little feather may easily grow into 5 dead hens. The Little Mermaid left her beautiful undersea home to see the world. She came to love a human, and so made a bad bargain. Ducks and chickens bullied and bit him and called him ugly until he flew away. All through the autumn and winter, he was lonely and sad. Then he met some beautiful swans and discovered that he too was a swan. Nature always sets things right.
I don't want to bore you too much, but because you've just seen half the ride, but there was a little dark ride. It was really good. You could flick a button and it would put it all in English, so that was nice to hear. You could hear the story going around, lots of nice little scenes, and it had a good throughput, which is what this park needs more of, especially with operations like there was on Damonen. It needs some higher capacity rides here. Right, what should we go and do next?
Don't you miss me like I miss you?
Hello, everybody.
Done the galley ships, which was a little I can't remember what they're called, but you sit on boats and they go up and down like you're on waves. Really fun, get a bit of airtime. And then I went through the fun house. I wasn't going to film the fun house, my god. The Danes must have a bit more relaxed health and safety. Somewhere like the ladders and things, really tall, nothing to fall back on, just yeah, don't hurt yourself basically. So I wasn't going to film in there because I feel like if I was holding my phone, yeah, wouldn't have been good. But now I think I want to do the Rutschebanen again, the classic wooden roller coaster. Well, I've had actually another 2 rides on Rutschebanen because it's so good. I did it on the back row. My god, the airtime, I was nearly stood up at points. I wasn't stood up if the park is watching because it says not to, but yeah, the airtime was really good. I think Rutschebanen is by far my favourite ride here at Tivoli Gardens. Yes, I prefer it to Damonen. I think it's a great ride. It's one of the oldest roller coasters in Europe. It's absolutely brilliant, or it is the oldest roller coaster in Europe. I love it to bits. Yeah, Rutschebanen is a reason to come to this park. So much history, so much to look at. Really fun in the dark. You're sliding side to side. It's really comfortable. Great airtime, and that queue moves quicker than Voltron's. Yeah, it's got like 5 trains. They keep them rolling. You can get on while it's moving. You can get off while it's moving. They do stop it, but yeah, it's so good. It's got onboard brakeman on there as well, which is good. Or brakewoman, they've got both. So yes, that was really good. Rutschebanen, brilliant ride. The sun is now setting over Tivoli Gardens. I say setting, it's set about 15 minutes ago. I just went and did Damonen again. Some of the rides are now closed, and I found out from speaking to another enthusiast that there's a light show called Tivoli Illumination. So yeah, I need to go and find that. Well, not find that, I know where it is, but that's in half an hour. Gonna try and get one more ride in, go over, watch the show, and then you'll see if anything's open after that. But the show is at 10:30, so it's pretty late already. It's just gone 10 o'clock now. Oh, look at this. This is brilliant. This is what I was expecting from Tivoli Gardens at night. Now, you don't get much of nighttime in Tivoli Gardens in the summer because Yeah, it didn't get dark until really late, but look at this down here. So much to look at. All the stalls. Brilliant.
Nu kommer jeg ved at lyse.
Tidlig sommer i Danish. Naturligvis til the Danish summer, days in the music, like water, smoke and fire.
Well, the Tivoli illuminations was a pretty decent, like, fountain show. There's a bit of fire, but yeah, because I arrived quite late, I didn't get a great spot. It's obviously very busy. The best place to watch it from is anywhere around the edge of the sort of biggest section of the lake. That's where it takes place, but you don't want to be having your view blocked by any trees or anything, so you can see the full lake. But yeah, well worth it if you've got time at the end of your day. Wow, Tivoli at night. Look at the carousel, it's just amazing, the stage. Right, we're gonna go over here, find any rides that are open. It is about 20 to 11 now, but look how daylight it is. It's brilliant. This is what summer in Denmark is like, and this is why the parks are open so late. This is a weekday, come on Merlin, 5 o'clock, what's that all about? At least give us some later openings, because this is amazing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in the UK, all our theme parks on weekdays in the summer just shut at 5. And even weekends they're like 6, maybe 7 o'clock if you're lucky. Like midnight on a weekend here at Tivoli, sometimes even 1 o'clock in the morning. Come on UK, sort yourselves out. There we have it, that brings my day here at Tivoli Gardens to an end. I've had a great day. As I said, this park doesn't have the best roller coasters in Europe, not even the best roller coasters in the country, but Denmark that is. It does have a brilliant atmosphere, it looks amazing everywhere. It's just a lovely place to be. There are some great rides, there's some really good flat rides here like Tic Tac, there's a Zamperla Air Race, there's enough rides here, Demonen, and yeah, Rutschebanen, by far my favourite ride. The Starfly, you get a brilliant view all over Copenhagen. Now yes, the admission price is expensive here. Not the admission price, sorry, the admission rides, nearly being £60 makes it one of the most expensive parks to visit. I would say it's worth it. if you come in here to Copenhagen, because it's something really special to do. Don't get me wrong, are you going to feel like you're getting your money's worth? I don't know, maybe. If you spend the full day here, you'll get on lots of rides. It can be busy. But yeah, I've enjoyed my visit here today to Tivoli Gardens in Copenhagen. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog.